What is going on, guys? It is Thomas Shaw here. Welcome back to episode 11 of Middlesbrough Career mode. And if you remember, in the last episode we got a fantastic 3-0 away win against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, which was absolutely fantastic. What we're going to start off doing in this episode, as you can see there, we're still second in the table, only 1 point behind first, and we are 6 points away from getting outside of the top 4. So Champions League is actually looking quite good at this stage of the season. But also what I wanted to quickly do is have a look at the top goal scorer, see if we had anyone from our team in that bracket. As you can see there, we've got Umbakoga there on 5 goals and Stuart Downing on 4. That may be the only players we've got in the list, is it? Yeah, it is. But in this episode, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be playing against this, we're going to be playing in this, we're going to be playing this home match versus Swansea City at the Riverside, of course, because that is our home stadium. We'll jump straight into this match. Obviously, we're at home, so we're going to be playing in our red home kit. They're going to be playing in their white home kit. And this is, of course, the team that we're going to be going with. We're just going to check if any of the injured players have come back yet, because I haven't actually checked. We've got Zuccolini back, which is not bad, so we can chuck him on the subs bench like that. Going to keep catering, because he's been playing. He's been playing fantastically well, so we're going to be keeping him in the team. As you can see that most of our team, in fact all of our team, have got have their form going up or are extremely high, which is absolutely fantastic there. But yeah, what we're going to be doing is jumping straight into this match at home against Swansea. And I've just realised Jonathan Moss is the referee. That cannot be good. I don't know if you remember the Leicester West Ham game in about April. It was probably the worst refereeing performance I've ever seen in my life. I think both West Ham and Leicester could, well, I would say the same. But anyway, let's jump straight into this Swansea City match at the Riverside. Right then, okay, so we are now in the stadium, ready for the game.
Really looking forward
and in this episode, what I'm actually going to talk about is the England game last night. We played Iceland.
We'll play Swansea City.
Whoa, so I have to skip there.
Jonathan Moss.
Oh, can he get on the end of it?
And this is the 11 that will take the field for Middlesbrough.
Stuart Downing that's penalty, surely.
He's great form
No?
in midfield, and they'll play with a sole striker.
Oh yeah, but anyway,
Two changes
we'll talk about the England game in this episode. Of course, we played Iceland last night, and that is possibly the worst I've ever seen England play. They've got an injury. Oh wait, yeah, I've just remembered. Like an absolute idiot. Yesterday when I was playing just some random games, and I actually had it on like that. Oh wait, like I'm like an absolute div. Oh no, that means, hold on, let me just get the commentary turned down like that. Like an absolute idiot, I forgot to change it all back round. But we're back to normal now. But yeah, the England game yesterday was absolutely appalling. It is clearly the worst I've ever seen England play ever. It was just the most boring game of football. Well, it wasn't the most boring game of football. It was just Iceland. A team like Iceland, who has a population of Leicester, are doing a Leicester, like generally. But we got a domer in here. 1-0, no, just wide. But it was just embarrassing. There's really no other word for it. I mean, they probably deserved to win. I mean, the chances that we actually made in the game, they just weren't good chances, and it was just pathetic. And I mean, on their second goal, Joe Hart, I mean, mate, what are you doing, mate? You got to be saving stuff like that. It was pathetic. It wasn't even an attempt to try and save it, but I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, it's a goal kick as well. Oh, I thought we would at least get a corner out of that. But oh, look at that for our defensive record. But Joe, it came to Sigthorsson, is that his name? And he literally had a shot. It was literally going straight to Joe. It was right next to him. He dived. He got his hand on the ball, but he just pushed it into the corner. It was absolutely, to say the least, it was absolutely pathetic. And I just, do you know what, I can't talk about that anymore because it's so annoying. And then obviously Roy and his little tactics, bringing Raheem Sterling back into the team when, as I said in one of the previous episodes, English fans were actually paying for him to get him a flight home. They actually had a petition there, and they raised like what, 200 quid or so to get him a flight home from France because he was doing that badly. yeah, it's just, it was never going to go well, was it? And he got taken off after about, what, half an hour was it for Jamie Vardy? Yeah, that was, well, I say, no, it was after about an hour for Jamie Vardy, and in my opinion, that was an hour too late, because at the beginning of the game, when Iceland were, when we got the penalty, when Iceland, what was I trying to say here? Oh, they've scored, haven't they? Oh my god, he's absolutely blazed that one over the bar. But, yeah, when it was like 0-0, the first couple of minutes of the game, Iceland, they were just, there was like, there was hardly anyone in their defence. It was like they were trying to cause a shot, because everyone was trying to say, oh yeah, you know, Iceland, they're going to just be putting men behind the ball and just committing, you know, trying to get it to penalties, and then it'll be an equal chance again. But they took everyone by surprise, and then obviously we got the penalty. But if Jamie Vardy was on, I actually feel that they wouldn't have gone straight at the other end. Well, they might have gone straight at the other end and scored. But like, I think that he would have been able to stretch the defence a lot more than Harry Kane did. I mean, Harry Kane, he's not having the best of tournaments. I mean, Roy Hodgson, mate, puts him on free kicks and corners. What is he thinking? Harry Kane, he was the top scoring player in the best league in the world, the Barclays Premier League, last season, with 25 goals. Jamie Vardy was only one behind him with 24 goals. But I mean, seriously, and he's got him taking corners and whatever when he's not even small. He's literally 6 foot something, so he would have been easily able to get his head on the ball if there was a decent ball in. But we've got Cater in here. Can he have a shot? Yes, he can, and it's hit the post. Oh, and is that a corner? It's a goal kick as well. Oh, we should have finished that one off. It's a good shot there by Naby Keita. Yeah, if we see that again there on the replay. Good shot, but it hit the near post. I thought it could have curled in after the after it hit the post, because the spin would have taken it in. But unfortunately, that was not the case. We're actually coming up to half time now. It's been a pretty boring half, if I'm honest. They've had a couple of chances, we've had a couple of chances, but it's just been one of them boring games where it's just been all about possession. So yeah, I'll commentate here. Coming up to half time. Well, it's probably going to be half time now, but Espinosa manages to find Keita. No, he doesn't. He finds, I don't know who it was, Federico Fernandez, and they've got a free kick here in a dangerous position going into half time. This will probably be the last action of the game. We've got Gil Sigurdsson over it. And a tip, as soon as he puts the power forward, move the, or as soon as the power comes up, move the ball forward, because then you don't get penalised. But they have a shot, and they're going to have a corner here. This is definitely going to be the last action of the first half. They've got a corner here. Can they make the most of it? Will it be? It's a good ball in, but that's surely a Ghazi. No, it's not, and they've scored. What was a Ghazi doing there? Oh dear. It was a decent ball in. I mean, I'm not saying anything against that, but a Ghazi has got to be dealing with that. Not let their player get the flick up. We'll see it much clearer here from the replay, if it'll load. Oh yeah, we'll see it here. Corner's whipped in. A Ghazi comes for it, but doesn't do anything about it. And then Espinosa and I think that's George Friend, is it? They've got to be dealing with that. I mean, they can't be letting Gomis get ahead of them there, and that is probably going to be the end of the first half, is it? Or are we going to be able to get an attack right now? That's the end of the first half, and we are 1-0 down. I think that is generally the first time that we've been losing all series, but this is bound to happen at one stage. Just didn't really expect it to be Swansea at home, but hey ho. I'll have a look at the match facts here going into the second half. We've had the same amount of shots as them, same amount of shots on target. Excuse me. They've edged possession. They've made 5 fouls. We've made 4. Excuse me again. They committed 1 foul. We've committed 1 foul, and they've had 1 injury, but that was because I forgot to change the settings back like an absolute idiot. And they've had 2 corners. We've had none. We've both had 33% shot accuracy. I've had an 8. Well, we've had an 80% pass accuracy. They've had an 86% pass accuracy. So all in all, they've probably been playing better than us. And we need to step up our game in the second half. So yeah, let's jump straight into the second half and see if we can do it. Alright, so going into the second half, what I've actually done is I've changed the formation about to make it a more attacking formation, because I don't think that the 4-2-3-1 was actually working against Swansea. So what I've done is I've kept Mendy at CDM, but I've taken Keita out for Stuani. So Stuani's going to be playing as a cam behind with Downing and behind Mbakogu. So let's see if that will work going into the second half. Right, so jumping into the second half, there you can see the substitution. Naby Keita has come off and Christian Stuani has come on. It's a much more attacking change. I'm also going to go attacking because they've been absolutely pretty much dominating us in the attack. So I think we need to be getting more attacks away if we want a chance in this game, so I hope that change, the change of personnel and the change of formation will help us out. But now we've got Mbakogo on the ball, can we get a bright start here? Mbakogo, can he switch and find a Doma? He does. Can he find Stuani? I think that is breaking through the middle. No, he can't. That was unlucky. But it's been a good start, even though we're only about 5 minutes in. It was a decent attempt at an attack that just wasn't able to come off. But here they come again. They've got Rangel on the ball, tackled there by Fabrini. He's found Friend, can he poke it through for Downing? He can. What a ball, can he get back inside? He can. This is looking promising. Stuart Downing's going to have a shot. Yes! 2-1. There you go. The formation has worked. We're only 7 minutes into the second half, so fantastic change. It's already worked. George Friend there with a fantastic ball there through to Downing. He managed to get past his defender Asher Williams, so you wouldn't expect him to make such an error in real life. But there we go. We are playing FIFA, and of course it is not realistic at all. So we are back into this game, and now let's hope that we can go on and get a win, because this hasn't been our best game, and that is a poor ball again. But obviously, as I was saying, this has not been our best game, or so far. This definitely has not been our best game because, well, Mbakogo, he could be in. Can he? Yes, he is. He's gonna have a shot. What a save that was from I think Tremelin goal there. But yeah, this has not been our best game by any stretch of the imagination. They've been pretty much dominating us everywhere, but it's a good ball in. Oh, and it's just wide. I thought it was in. Is it a corner? No, I think that's a goal kick, but we'll see it again here on the replay. Will we? No, we're not. They're not showing replay, but it's a fantastic ball in, and it was unlucky that we weren't able to get anything on the end of it. But Ayala there, will he win the header? He can. Mendy finds Downing. This is looking promising again. Lovely chip over there. Downing, what a touch that is. Can we whip it in? Is there anyone in there? Oh no, I think that may have messed that up. I've actually got a free kick here. It's not the best position. Oh my god, what is this? It's a bit of a different angle, if I'm honest. This looks a bit more zoomed in to me. Does it look like that to you? This looks different. It looks really different. I'm actually going to whip this in. Oh, that's poor. I don't know what I was thinking there. Whipping it in. Yeah, whip it in straight to the goalkeeper, mate. Oh, that was a dreadful ball in, but they've got Tremel here. It's booted down. What a ball that is to Federico Fernandez, who's actually a centre-back, and it looks like he's playing like right-back or left mid or something like that. But he'll try and find a Swansea player, and he can't. And now Callas. Can we get something out here? It's now out to Downing, who's been our best player so far in this game. Finds Fabrini. Fabrini, oh, he was offside, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. That's annoying. But we are looking really, really good here to go on and get the victory. As a beautiful there with Kyle Bartley. Can we win that? No, we can't. Here's Gomez on the ball now. He's been playing very well this game. Gomez now going into the box, but he is tackled there by Adoma, and Ayala here will pick up the pieces. Oh, that was a bit of a hairy touch, and he has given the ball away. Gomez, what a tackle there by Mendy. And now can we get something going in? Mendy here, he finds Mbakogo here into Downing. Downing, is there anyone making the run? There is, it's Fabrini, but can we get it through to him? Yes, we can. Good touch as well. Can we go back on the outside? No, we can't. I completely messed up there. Did the wrong skill move, but we're going to get a throw in there. There's a bit of panicky defending by Kyle Bartley. And we have to take this. Who wants it? There's two players there in the same place, so we'll throw it in there to Downing. Downing finds Friend. Decent touch, and he rolls it in here for Fabrini. Anyone making a run? No, right. So we're going to have to go back on the edge to Mendy. We know that he can shoot from here, but it doesn't actually fall to him. And it's come back to Shelby, who will find Neil Taylor. I actually scored for Wales the other day, and I actually heard that his mum was so surprised about him scoring because apparently he never even scores in training, let alone in an actual match. So interesting. But they could be through here. Ayala, but we got it away there. Very, very good. It's absolutely tipping it down there, which you probably don't care, but yeah, it's absolutely tipping it down, and I'd be surprised if we can't even hear it on the mic. Alright. And George Van can he get a shot? Well, he can, and it goes blazing over the bar. We could have a corner here. No, we don't. It's a poor shot. Alright, so there's actually been a bit of an issue. Can we pause the game there towards the end of that last clip before I stopped recording? Well, basically, I went down for dinner, and I came back, for some reason the match had finished. I'm not really sure what happened, because obviously I stopped recording because I was going downstairs and the 15-minute time would have run out. But I came back up and we were on the 90th minute. When I paused it, I think we were on the 85th. I generally have no idea what's happened. make my controller down, and when I sit down, burn or the X burn or something like that. I have no idea, but fortunately we managed to hold on to the draw. We didn't actually lose the game. That would have been even worse, but fortunately we managed to hold on to the draw. Yeah, I just generally have no idea. Check match highlights just to see if they actually had any shots. It doesn't actually look like it did. The last piece of action was when George Trent missed that unlucky goal. Well, perhaps get the wrong button here. But yeah, regardless of that, I'm sorry if I sounded a bit dull in this episode. I sort of did because I just feel too, far a bit ill. But I always like to get content out just in case. Well, I say just in case because just be letting everyone else down, wouldn't it? So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you smash a like if you did. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell your mates about this channel because it's obviously a daily series. And I'll see you in the next episode, which will hopefully be tomorrow. So I'll see you then.